Hello there and welcome to Football Everyday Euro 2012 edition. I'm your host Zack. In the studio with me here at the Menara Star, the classic Football Everyday crew, Daryl Go, Shaun Orange. Hello lads.
Good to be here.
Nice to see you bright and early this morning. Well, I'm a bit blurry-eyed. That's because we stayed up to watch the football. So let's get straight into the action from last night's games. Last night's game saw round 2 of Group D resolve itself, and what a dramatic night it was. Okay, end of the blues reads the headlines in this morning's football pullout, and it of course refers to the French, who sealed their first major win at a major tournament for the first time since Zinedine Zidane's headbutt against Marco Materazzi in the 2006. What World Cup was that again?
2006 World Cup.
2006 World Cup. Well, that's a long time ago. So Daryl made a well-deserved win for the French there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We're looking at the last time we actually won a competitive game was against Portugal
That's
in 2006.
a long time ago. I didn't know this.
2006 is a way long time ago. And I mean,
Yeah.
I think so. This French team. I mean, Shaun. I mean, you saw how. Ukraine basically had the first half. Under control, and then second half, it was thunderstorms from the French.
Yeah. I want to ask you about that, Shaun. You know, we were just talking. Never seen that before in all my time of watching football. Like a match suspended for rain.
Yeah, well, I might not be as old as you, Zack, but I haven't seen anything like that myself. Yeah, but it was good that the game I think got on anyway, because it might have created a small little bottleneck with the fixtures.
Correct.
But
correct.
given that as well, I think like what Daryl is saying, in the second half they did come back and do well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Daryl, you know, you've never really been a big fan of the French, but I tell you, they're starting to look like, you know, outsiders to be contenders, so to speak. You know, I mean, no one fancied them very much, but they seem to be gathering momentum, right?
There's a certain confidence in them. I mean, look at them. After they went up 2 goals, I mean, they were threatening and all that. But I mean, they did let the foot off the pedal towards the end when Ukraine basically. Did you see those Ukraine fans crying?
Yes.
It's not over yet, you know, for Ukraine.
I know, amazing stuff. You know, those lovely ladies with tears in their eyes before the whistle's even gone. But I tell you what, Shaun, right? This group looks to be going down to the wire.
Yes.
Goal difference seems to be going to play an important factor in this group. Just how important was that clean sheet for the French yesterday?
I think, it's not to say for sure it will go down to goal difference, but I think the clean sheet does hold them in good stead when you take into account also that England conceded to themselves. So will it be important? Could be.
Because, I mean, this puts them in pole position, of course. So,
So about time for Ribéry and Benzema to score. I mean, they are basically the French attack, and they have not scored yet.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I do like the looks of their number 2, Debussy. Now, this lad looks to be a pretty tasty player, as was that lad who scored the first goal, Menez.
Menez,
Now, in the French, they have these kind of young players coming to the fore. Bodes well for the French in the future.
Yeah, it does. I think Laurent Blanc has actually done quite well since he's come in.
Yeah.
The other thing is we mustn't forget that after 2010 they were in quite a mess. I think that is straightened them out a little. You know, you should really take credit for that. It's good stuff, yeah.
Okay, fantastic stuff. So, you know, look out for the French because they seem to be gathering momentum. Well, in the second matchup of last evening saw the mighty England take on the Swedes in a tumultuous encounter, topsy-turvy to say the least. Daryl made this one. I was fading personally, tired, and then that game kept me awake, mate.
I mean, basically England won 3-2, and all. I mean, everything you read in all the media is basically how well it's done. All, but this is the first competitive game that Roy Hodgson's won. I mean, obviously, he's only got 4 games under his belt for England.
Yeah.
And I would say this game definitely low on quality for England, but high on drama.
Yeah,
the fighting spirit was there.
I think you, Daryl put it perfectly, because this is a tale of 2 teams that made lots of mistakes, which made for an entertaining game.
I think just to add on Daryl's point, the importance of this win was we might not, or they might not realize it at the moment because of the final match their final match in the group to come. Yeah, I think it was quite significant, the win. The other thing is, you know, there was all that hype about they hadn't beaten Sweden since I don't know when in the competitive game.
Correct.
So they've done that. And Watson, I mean, give the fellow some time. He's only been there since the 1st of May, I think it was. So let the team gain a bit more confidence, and who knows?
I mean, I can't remember the last time England had a fight back like that. Maybe was it against Cameroon in 1990?
I was trying to recall the same thing.
A complete fight back, you know what I mean? England usually basically just drops their heads when things go wrong.
Yeah, you know, at classic England, they never make things easy. They take a 1-0 lead and then capitulate to two soft goals. But lots of positives for England. I think one of the departments was the front two. I like the looks of the two young men up front. Carroll has repaid Hodgson's faith in him. What do you think of that goal?
Oh, I thought
performance?
I thought his header was excellent. The thing about Carroll, I think a lot of people forget he's quite a youngster still.
Yeah,
he's young, and but he does possess some serious aerial strength. So give him more chance.
Okay,
give him more chance.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Well, good to see England picking it up. So lads, just break it down for me. What does last night's round of results really mean to this group? Who do you see getting out of it, finishing top?
Well, it's still not over yet. Actually, England needs to actually get a point.
Yeah, but I think fair enough. But I think it puts England in good stead. I would have expected from the beginning that France would have got through. So England, I think, got the edge.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Well, hold on to your thoughts, boys, because we're gonna take a break now. When we come back, we're gonna be running the rule over tonight's Group A matches. It's the final round there, so crunch time. Keep it locked right here on Football Every Day. Well, one of the tasty encounters this evening is the matchup between Poland and Czech. I say tasty because this is a make-or-break game for both teams. It's very simple for either team. Win and you're through, right, Shaun?
Well, Poland need to win. Poland need to win for sure. Otherwise, they can pack their bags and head for the airport.
Yeah.
The Czechs, if they pick up a draw, they'll still smoke through. Depending, of course, with the Russian game. But I can't see Russia letting this thing slip now.
I think Poland will just take a bus back because they are in Poland.
Well,
they don't need to catch a flight. Well, pedantic Daryl there. But Daryl, you like your stats, and you were pleasantly surprised by this one, right? Poland will be seeking their first victory of the tournament and their first quarter-final berth ever at the European Championship. Now,
I never realized Poland was still so bad in Euros.
I know you remember Boniek and all. You're showing your age there, but Poland has never been this fancied or have never played this well to get this far. So all to play for the Poles tonight, and they'll have the crowd behind them as well.
But the Czechs, basically, have been taking over the fan zones in the same stadium. You know what I mean? So so I guess it's going to be. It's just a matter of a do or die for both teams here.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Well, Shaun, all eyes will be on your man, Robert Lewandowski. Now, I know you fancy this guy, but you also like the Polish captain, don't you? Jacob Błaszczykowski.
Yeah.
So, integral, these two play well.
A good leader, strong player. I think beyond only his tactical ability, he has a significant influence over his team. And I think, like Daryl mentioned, or you mentioned, the home factor, the home support will certainly count. Something like what Liverpool do at Anfield. You know, they have the 12th man. I think also, if they slip up tonight, it could well mean that both host nations don't get through to the next round. So I'm sure the management staff of Poland would have made known this to their team.
Well, for the tournament, that's pretty much a kiss of death, right? You don't want the host nations to go out quite so early. Well, if you were the Czech team manager, Daryl, what would you do in tonight's game? How would you set your team up? I mean, do you go all out, gung-ho?
I mean, well, they're definitely a point ahead of Poland. So, I mean, the Czechs basically just need to basically keep the first 20 minutes, keep them quiet. The fans will be restless, the home fans. And I think their support is just going to be there. Here, 50,000 Czechs will be down at the stadium of, how you pronounce it, Wroclaw? Yeah. And I would say I'll just hand it to the Czechs for this one, to edge this one.
Okay, so you think they got the tactical discipline to get the job done?
I think the experience is there.
Okay.
Milan Baros is still playing.
he is indeed. That surprised me, that did. Well, last word on Poland, Shaun. For Coach Smuda, do or die time. So, what would he be saying to his players tonight? Get them geared up for this game.
I think there will be no doubt that they will attack. I mean, it's actually the equation is simple because if they don't win, they're out.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever else happens.
And the Polish basically, coach is basically going to look at the Russia against Czech game. I mean, the Czech was horrible against the Russian game.
Yeah,
and they're just going to wish that's going to happen.
Yep, they're going to take positives from that. Brilliant stuff. So really looking forward to this one. Well, at the very same time, but on a different channel, it's the other matchup between the Greeks and high-scoring, high-flying Russians. Now, it's the Greeks trying to avoid a Greek tragedy here, Shaun, to use a bit of a cliche, but that really is what it boils down to, right? They've got a slim chance, but they still have a chance. You think they can produce the incredible?
Well, the thing is, it's a nice scenario in the sense that if they win, they go level on points with Russia, and then of course depending on how many goals they win by.
Right.
But if you ask me, will they win? I don't even think they will draw.
Okay, well, it's still disparaging about Greeks. They haven't won you over at all over the course of two games.
But you see, they have 1 point. That's very important. And if they actually really do it, I mean, the miracle against Russia. I mean, how they won the 2004 Euro.
Was a miracle.
But I tell you what, Daryl, here's another step for you. The omens are not good for the Greeks because Russia seems to be a bit of a bogey team for the Greeks, right? They've lost to Russia in the last 2 European Championships, and Russia were the only team to beat Greece on their run to the Euro 2004 titles. So
I mean, one interesting thing is for all the Dutch fans. I mean, they're going to be rooting for Dick Advocaat. It's the only Dutch person who might basically go to the next round.
Yep.
But I mean, on all seriousness, Russia looks sharp.
Oh, they're a strong team at the moment. So I would imagine it will be quite difficult for Greece to beat them.
But Shaun, I'm intrigued. You know, Russia all but secured their passage through already. So would it be a case of maybe taking their foot off the pedal a bit? You know, trying out the fringe members?
Yeah, resting some of the key players. They could well do that. But I think the way Russia has set up the team structure is such that even if they bring in a couple of like what you're saying, the younger players and flood them in this game, I think they'll still be good enough to beat Greece. And take note, I don't consider a draw here. I think Russia will win tonight.
Okay. Well, everyone's bigging up the Russians. I have hardly heard the word Greece being mentioned. But what of the Greeks? They are of Spartan stock, Daryl. They're used to fighting. I mean, this is the kind of game it was made for the Greeks, right? Back against the walls.
But against a free-flowing Russian team, I think it's just going to be... it will be hard to break the Greeks down, but the Greeks need to win. I've never seen the Greeks go for it. You know what I mean?
Have they been that awful though?
Have they gone for it?
I think
I expected worse, more turgid football from them. They've actually pleasantly surprised me.
I think their best days or the better football they have played has been in the past. This tournament they've been off color completely.
But they're going for 4-3-3 though, the Greeks.
A Greek style of 4-3-3 there. You know? It's like an inverse 4-3-3. Anyway, lads, brilliant talking to you. So we look forward to this evening's game, chatting to you again. Until next time, this has been Football Everyday 2012 edition. Enjoy your football. We'll see you next time.